it's Tico. And what I want to talk to you today about is what I consider the three universal subconscious blocks that we all as humans share. Blocks against our success, our creativity, moving forward in our lives. And when I say universal, we all have our own stories, we all have our own experiences, but somehow these lodge into all humans, right? So I thought I had worked through, all my blocks, all my subconscious blocks, and then these started coming up after years of inner work. And so I really wanted to share these with you. These are the three universal blockages, right, that we can experience. The first one is I'm not blank. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not credible. I'm not ready. Right? This is an early block that we took on from a young age. However we learn to define our successes. This is something like deep inside of us. I'm not worthy to have all, everything I want. I'm not fill in the blank, the perfect person. I'm not credible. Like, how could I be talking about the things that I know if I'm still struggling, or if my life is rough, or if I have blockages I need to work through on my own? How can I reach out and talk to someone else about that? So I'm not ready. We create this false illusion in our mind that, oh, well, when I achieve this certification, or once I've worked with clients, or once my private practice is, blank, blank so big, or once I have 1,000 followers, then I'll, make that content. Then I'll write that ebook. Then I'll paint that painting. Then I'll host that community event, right? This is where so many of us, energy workers get stuck already, right? Can you see? And it's from that first block of I'm not enough. And this comes from like our self-worth and like learning and practicing our self-love and our self-worth, continuously practicing, right? That's why it's a self-love practice. The second blockage I wanted to talk about was that people will leave. People will leave if I can't fix them. People will leave if I can't fix myself. People will leave if I'm too successful. They won't resonate with me. People will leave if I share my truth. People will leave if I don't make them happy, right? This is an abandonment block. And in reality, we're abandoning ourselves. We're sabotaging ourselves. We are betraying ourselves. So we really need to think about, how are we sabotaging our future selves now by, not taking action, by not initiating that conversation, by not making that post, by not making that content. We need to really work through that and not have the fear that people will leave, because that's the reality of life. People will leave. They come and they go based off of where our vibrations are at and what our soul contracts and missions are meant to be experiencing. And people may leave and they'll be replaced with other people in our lives that are a higher vibrational match for us. And sometimes that transition of waiting for our people or finding our tribe is tough, right? It's challenging. It feels really alone. And I know that feeling of aloneness, and that's part of why wanting to create this channel, so people realize that they're not alone and that they don't feel alone. My video just shut off because my camera said it was overheated, and I've never heard of that happening before, and I've made a lot of different videos before, and that's the first time I heard. So I think there's some sort of like energetic interference. I'm even seeing the lag in the camera. Something is interfering. Something doesn't want you to know this information, whether that's a frequency or a subconscious block. But the third blockage is that I can't trust. And really, this is stemming from the blockage of I can't trust people to keep me safe. We all have that story from our childhood. Some of us have many stories from our childhood, right? Something was ingrained in there where we didn't feel safe and that there was no one that could keep us safe. And that carries over deep into ourselves. And what that forces us to do is it forces us to stay tethered to the familiar, right? That's why people are so resistant to change. That's why we're sometimes scared to take a leap or step into an unknown, right? Because of that tethering. We need to tether to the unknown. That's where we get our trust with spirit. That's where we find our, strength and our trust in the universe. When we break that tether to the known, that's what helps us break these loops, negative loops that we may be running in. So the 3 universal blocks: I'm not worthy, people will leave, and I can't trust. And how do we work through those blocks? I recommend journaling. I recommend using these as journaling prompts to dig deep, really sit with yourself, set that intent, create the space, create the time. We turn off our phones, we close our doors, we wait till everyone's asleep. We do what we need to do to create that space for ourselves. And then we slowly start to dig deep. My journaling prompt was I didn't think I had these blocks. And then I ended up writing pages. I was pulling deeper and deeper memories that I had forgot even existed, right? And all of those things that are stored, will bubble up as we raise our frequencies higher. And this is the time to really work through those deep blocks that are keeping us from living our soul purpose, from speaking our truths, from, getting our messages out there, to widening our businesses, to really making change and positive effects in people's lives. And that's what we need to be doing right now. We need to be trying to reach as many as we can. We need to be spreading our messages. We need to be talking with, our soul friends, our soul family, the ones we connect to, about how we can all work and support ourselves and together work through these blocks and manifest greatness for ourselves. So hopefully this video will get you on a path of thinking so you can examine and pull out some of these blocks inside of yourself as we progress forward together into beautiful new infinite probabilities. Blessings. The algorithm will never find these videos without your help, so please like and subscribe. Share this video with whoever you feel called for. But please hit that like and subscribe button so that algorithm can reach the people that it needs to. Thank you and blessings.